Good morning, sunshine. So, I am checking on some things in my office because I started going live on my Facebook page. And I don't know if it went out yesterday. And I get a message on my streaming service that says, check to see if you go live and click the button on your Facebook. Well, I just looked at my Facebook and I don't see anything. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm live over on my Facebook page, Running Fox. Good morning, Jenna. So I will have to figure out at some point. I don't know. Maybe Jenna will let me know. If you go to my Running Fox page, does it show that I'm live? Okay, so this morning, as I like to do, we are in the kitchen, which means we're going to make breakfast. But when we make breakfast, we never just make breakfast. Most of the time, we don't just make breakfast. Now, Delphina is being needy. Hold on. Come say hi. So for those of you who've been here for a while, you know that this is my tubby needy one. For those of you who don't, this is Delphina. She is the tubby needy one. Yes, I'm talking about you. So, I have plans to make hummus while I am making breakfast. I've got most everything laid out. I'm gonna have to get rid of a cat. No, I have to put you down. Say goodbye. All right. No. Don't get clingy. Say goodbye. Oh, okay, I'm gonna give her just a moment. So here's the thing, right? Hey, I am live. Yay! That's exciting. That's new. So I'm glad that that is working. Maximizing our time. Cats do not help with maximizing your time. However, if you can multitask, because a lot of times when you are cooking, there are things to wait on. You are waiting for skillets to heat up, you are waiting for food to cook. You wait for a lot of things, and while you are waiting for things, you can do other things in the kitchen instead of staring at a pan or a phone. So, we're gonna get multiple things going. I need to go grab a pan. Because I am as organized as the entire rest of the world. Which means sometimes, occasionally, I'm organized. And the rest of the time, it's kind of hit or miss. So, I'm going to get breakfast started, and then I'm going to start making my hummus, and we'll get all of these things done at the same time. So, I have my ghee going. I have my eggs for when that's ready. Bell pepper and onion. Some of my favorites, especially in the winter. Did you know that bell peppers have as much, or actually more vitamin C than oranges do? And they don't have the sugar content that oranges do. So while the orange growers have done a marvelous job marketing how oranges are a great source of vitamin C, and they're not wrong, bell peppers, even better. And if you're diabetic like I am, getting vitamin C in smaller sugar forms, very important. Okay, so that is in the pan. The pan is on and going, which means that it is hummus time. I jarred these myself. There we go. So it was nice and sealed. You can use canned chickpeas from the store if you are doing canned chickpeas. I did that for a while until I started canning my own. I usually do 2 cans at a time, and then you still use 1 jar of tahini. So I'm gonna put all of these in a blender. Into that blender, I'm going to add, I don't know where all my scissors have gone. I haven't done dishes yet. Well, they're clean. I just haven't put them away. Before I try and get this, we do need to have a canning day. And hello, Sharky and Tiona from YouTube. We are making breakfast and making hummus, which is a meal prepping planning that I do. We are out. I love having hummus on hand. It's a great go-to snack. And occasionally a meal, just depending. My husband and I enjoy that. So the key to tahini, before you add it, use it, is you've got to mix the oil back in to the sesame seed paste. Because if you don't mix the oil back in, you end up losing a lot of it. All right. We're mostly, and I'm going to pour all of that. So we've got, what is that? 4 cups of of chickpeas. This is a 16-ounce jar of tahini. And really, why I like this recipe so much is because it's one. I told you, if you don't get the oil mixed in, you get the paste stuck at the bottom. And that's some good stuff, but it can be hard to get out. All right. I think we've got most of it. Okay, so 1 quart of chickpeas, 16 ounces, 1 jar of tahini. I'm going to make this a garlic. So I've got garlic and I've got onion. And I'm going to be making 2 flavors today. I'm going to make the garlic and the onion, which in my house, garlic and onion is plain. And then I'm going to make a curry. Oh, there it is. I lost my little bowl. So we're going to do garlic, onion. I'm roughly eyeballing it, but it's about half a tablespoon of the salt. Oh, and then we're going to add a little bit of pepper. And about half a tablespoon of pepper. And that will be the plain. Everybody in. It's gonna get loud, I'm sorry. So, for those of you who were here at the beginning, we're also making breakfast. So I just added my eggs, my onions, and my peppers are nicely done. I've got those started and I've turned off the heat. That's important. The residual heat will finish cooking the eggs, but then I don't have to worry about them burning. All right, so we need to scrape down our hummus. And that's looking pretty good. So when we go this time, what we are going to do is drizzle olive oil into here now that most of that is done, and we are going to go, so we did all of that on low, and now we're going to bump it up to high. We added about a quarter cup, maybe half a cup, not probably half a cup, probably a quarter cup of the olive oil. I used to measure, but now it's more of a consistency thing because sometimes I need a little bit more, sometimes I need a little bit less. But I am looking for a nice, shiny, hold on, I can open. I don't know why. There we go. It's always so difficult to open. So, I forgot to bring over my little thingy. So you guys can see, maybe if I can get the, there we go. It's like got a nice shiny consistency. It's got a pretty smooth texture. A little bit of the olive oil has started to collect on top, and is not instantly being soaked in. And that's kind of what I am looking for. Because I like a nice smooth hummus. Now, if you've seen me do this before, you know that I portion out part of it, and then my husband's very favorite flavor of hummus is a curry hummus. So I'm only taking out half, and then we are going to add the curry seasoning. And make a curry. So all right, let's get one more scoop. That was only like half a scoop. Every time I do this, I'm like, am I taking too much? But then every time I go to fill the curry container, there is more than plenty. Okay, so now I'm going to add a tablespoon of curry to the remaining hummus mixture. And because I'm adding a dry ingredient back in, I probably will need to add a little bit more olive oil back into it. Welcome, Darren. So glad you joined us. We are making hummus and eggs. Eggs for breakfast, hummus for snacks later. All right, sorry about that. I know it's loud. So now, it's been 20 minutes. And in 20 minutes, we've made a vitamin-rich, protein-high breakfast, a wonderful protein-filled snack for later, and this will probably be snack for the next week, depending. Every now and then I will make a batch, and my hubby, he's like, ooh, hummus. And then like 2 days later, we have no more hummus. So this is something I always keep on hand. But we've got a beautiful golden color to the curry hummus. Really, if you have not tried making your own hummus, I highly recommend it. It is much better quality than a lot of the store-bought ones. You can make your own flavors, so whatever flavor you like. Sometimes, depending, I'll do a roasted pepper one, but curry is his favorite. Garlic is mine. And yeah, you can build on the flavors. See, I told you. I'll raise them up here in a minute. I always think that I have taken out too much when I am filling up the garlic one. But then by the time that I am done scraping this for the curry, he got plenty. All right. I got hummus on my hands. So, let me lift these up so you guys can see them. We have a beautiful golden curry, wonderful garlic and onion. So we have snacks good to go. And let me go grab a plate for my breakfast. And I have a beautiful scramble with onions and bell pepper, which has a lot of vitamin C. Onion, the alum family in general, onion, garlic, these are fantastic immune boosters. I don't know if you have seen, I've seen a couple of different ones floating around, but they have the hack where you can like boil garlic and onion, squeeze in lemon juice, and then put a little bit of honey in it. And I'm like, you know, that's great. That's a lovely hack, but that's a lot of extra work when if you put like onions in your food, you don't have to go through all of that extra work. Have tea with honey. Have onions in your eggs for breakfast. You can get everything that's in that hack just from your normal everyday meals if you use onions and garlic and lemon and honey in your food. Combining them all together, not really a hack. doesn't really change anything except for you get all of that in one thing, and it creates a lot of extra effort. And your body doesn't care whether it all comes in at the same time or whether you get a little bit as you go. So thank you guys so much for watching this morning, for stopping by and saying hi. Jenna, I'm also a huge fan of garlic. Also, thank you so much for checking to see if that was live on my Facebook page. I'm very excited that that is working. I am now able to go live over there. And I asked yesterday, and I will keep asking as we start this new year, I really would like to know which kind of videos you guys enjoy the most, or if you just like having the mix, where sometimes we're just talking about helpful tips, sometimes we're doing food prep, and sometimes we're doing exercise, because these are all different things that rotate through my life. They're all things that I feel like are really important, and they're all things that I want to share with you. But I want to know what you guys like. So make sure you put it in the comments. If you're watching this later, say hello. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.